Well then,
Well, I think that's good luck.
let's hope for a great match.
Yeah.
Good luck, my friend.
Alright, I believe we are live now. Hello and welcome to all of the good pod racing fans out there. We've got a very nice match for you here today. The winners bracket final between acE and kingbeandip. Two of the strongest runners in this game. It'll be a good one. I'm Ronnie, and with me today is Game Draco.
Yep. This is the same winners final from last year. They both acE and kingbeandip were the winners final last year. Last year, acE beat kingbeandip 7-0. I sure hope kingbeandip can knock a point off of him this time.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's going to be a more interesting match. I hope it isn't just a blowout.
Yeah. And kingbeandip and Winter Classic is probably kingbeandip's best track. He's a beast on it.
Yeah, very interesting first track here. Most of the time people want to take this out. People don't like doing this usually on the first track. However, and I think it's also one of the more popular permabans. But I think that's the luxury we get watching two of the best runners in the game go at it, is that they're not afraid to try out the hard stuff.
Yeah. And this track is frighteningly difficult, particularly with Ben.
Yeah, the safety pick here would be something like Bullseye, or Mars Guo even, I think is usable. But Ben is the fastest here, and it's quite difficult to use him and make the most of him, but both our runners today will be able to handle it.
Yeah. It's also the track from the Phantom Menace movie 2.
I'm not getting any audio from their games right now. I'm not sure if that's a problem on my end or...
Yeah, I don't have audio on my end either.
Okay, let me try this. Okay, I think I've activated
I hear it.
audio. Alright, we'll be getting started shortly, hopefully. Alright, the countdown has been given, so we will be witnessing the first race very shortly. So I think acE is basically the clear favorite here.
Up here they go.
To win.
Yeah.
So we'll be getting started here in just a moment.
Here we go.
And there we go. You never can tell with the stream delay when exactly they're gonna start. And off we go. So the Bunta Classic is one of the hardest tracks in the game. It's got a ton of really, really tight turns and not a whole lot of these long, straight boosting areas. Which means that what makes Ben Quadraneros the best pod in the game, the single best pod in the game, kind of gets diminished a little bit, which is why a lot of people don't like to use him. However, he is faster. Especially because the long boosting sections that do exist are enough for him to make up any discrepancies in speed versus any other pod.
Oh, King beat it with a crush right off the bat.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. That's a pretty common death spot, but you know that whole area is very deadly because of all the twists and turns. So honestly, most areas in this level are death spots.
And this track, this portion right here, the Tuscan Dune turn, is a real big death spot because you can catch fire.
Yeah, and if the Tuscans hit you with their bullets, you also go flying in a random direction, basically. It doesn't just set your engines on fire happily. So that can just throw you straight into a wall, and that can be very, very nasty. But 138 first lap is very, very good. That's really, really good. So yeah, acE with about a 5 or 6 second lead right now, just based on the one death mostly. Just goes to show you how devastating even a single death can be, especially on one of those sections.
Basically grew from that.
acE.
Those were some bad bonks and turns King Bean Dip took, so the lead has grown a bit bigger now. Ooh, that was really bad.
And that's, yeah, not being able to take the off-road boost. Because once you get off-road, you can't charge your boost anymore, so if you're not already boosting when you go off-road, it will just drop your speed and take away your ability to boost, and that can lose you many seconds.
Probably costs as much as a death that bonk.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, especially combined with all the other bonks he's been taking. He might be 2 or 3 deaths behind by now. acE is playing pretty safe, but it's working out for him. Yeah, and another 138.
138 again. Though King Bean Dip is known for being a risk taker among risk taker of all the runners in this game.
Yeah, but even with no death, he's still 4 seconds behind. Now this is looking more like a 10-second lead, or possibly more.
Whoa! Boosted and didn't tilt!
Yet. Yeah, there are some spots where if you don't boost correctly, then you can die.
He also did not tilt, which also is why he got the texture kill spot. If you tilt, you can avoid that.
Yeah. That's usually the best bet there. Well, at least he gets the jump this time, with no hiccups. acE got awfully close to one of the Tuscan shots, but Made it through, and what was that? Did he like hit the look behind himself button for a little second there? That was weird. Maybe I'm
Yes,
crazy.
and narrowly dodged the Jawa Sandcrawler with it.
Yeah. But this looks like Ace's race now. You'll be taking a 1-0 lead, it looks like. And now he's finishing the race in
154,
first person
454.
lead. 454 Buntu Classic is fantastic for a tournament.
Oof. Gravine Gateway permaban and a Bunta training course permaban. Buffy's Breakers permaban.
Oh, no more Bumpy's Breaker skips. I'm sad.
Spice
Unless
Mine
I'm the
Run
one doing
ban.
them. I'm happy with it. Yeah. Grabvine, Winter Training, Bumpy's Breakers, and Spice Mine, banned by Ace, King Bean, Ace, and King Bean. So now, King Bean must ban a pod, Ace will temp ban a track, and King Bean will pick our next track. Bumpy's is always exciting, whether it be skips or full track. It's one of my favorite
Banning
tracks.
Ben.
One of Ace's favorite tracks too, which is why I'm surprised he banned it. Oh, he's
Bulls
changed his
ban.
mind. He's banning bowls. I'm not sure if he's allowed to do that, but I'm gonna I would let it go, honestly.
Yeah. Fire Mountain Rally.
The permabans were Ace banning Grabvine Gateway, King Bean banning Bunta Training Course, Ace banning Bumpy's Breakers, and King Bean banning Spice Mine Run. And then King Bean Dip temp banned Bowls, Ace temp banned Fire Mountain, and now King Bean is getting ready for whatever he's gonna type, because I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know. He's thinking right now, I think. Abyss. And he's considering forces. May we be seeing something, So yeah, Abyss is an interesting pick as well. It's not considered one of the harder tracks in the game. Well, it's considered one of the harder tracks, but not one of the hardest. No forces. So Abyss, no forces. Um, yeah. Abyss is a very interesting track pick. You can do a lot with it. Because if you fall off the top section early on, and you have to take the penalty lap, you just basically lose. If your opponent doesn't, um, it's bad, you know. But both of our runners are very skilled here. So they'll be using Ben. Obviously, Bowles is banned, so they'll be using Ben, the both of them, and they'll be going for some quick times here. I don't think we'll have a problem with either of them falling down to the bottom track, but you never know because even the most skilled runners can sometimes fall down. So we shall have to wait and see. So they'll be getting some quick warm-ups in. Abyss Full Track is really exciting in my opinion. There's a lot of sections which have minor difficulties, whether they be sort of texture kill kind of things, or like what Ace just did in that warm-up where he fell down on the second part where you can fall down, which only loses 1 or 2 seconds, but that can be devastating at a run of this level against a runner like kingbeandip. And kingbeandip just hit one of those texture kills I mentioned. And that's a bit of a misnomer. They're not really texture kills like they are in other places in the game, but they certainly feel like texture kills when you hit them, and they feel just as unfair. Even if you know where they all are and you can avoid them.
Yeah. Basically, you can't call this match until the final lap because there's always the possibility of falling onto the penalty lap.
Absolutely. That's the biggest time waster by far. Possibly in the entire game. I don't think anything else really comes close.
Yeah, I'm sure of that.
Like, in terms of just a mistake you can make costing you time, especially if you'll consider it as a percentage of the total amount of time it takes to complete the track, because this isn't a long track. But you can end up doubling your lap time by falling down, or more possibly. It's quite incredible. All right.
Here we go.
All right. And
Oh no! They both failed the penalty lap! It's even! Both fall onto the penalty lap. Ace takes a death. kingbeandip in the lead. Oh! That's a weird death Ace took. Wow. I cannot believe. Looks like we lost Ronnie. And stay up. All coming down to the final lap. Stays up. Okay, King Beandip is in a strong position to lead. Ace recovers, but not enough. Yep, King Beandip has this. That's a point for King Beandip now. And 240. King Beandip wins. Okay, Mars Band from Ace. Inferno Band from King Beandip. Doug Derby, no forces. Oh, looks like Rooney had to leave, so it looks like I'm gonna be the sole commentator on this match, possibly. So, let's see what's going on. Okay. Wait to see when they're ready. I Hey, Doms! Sorry
Hey.
for the last minute kept going in. It just happened.
Yeah, no
That
worries.
Yeah.
I've read his message, so I figured I might as well hop in to help out if I can.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, both players are ready. You missed you were watching a crazy abyss, so.
Oh yeah, that was nuts for sure. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone saw that one coming. All right, so Doug Bibby, as you
Doug
like to bring
Derby.
up, is based off the real track Laguna Seca. It's very brutal. One of the hardest tracks in the game. Also, I believe the second shortest track in the game. Both players are very good on it, although Ace very clearly has engine ILs. We just have to see how it pans out here.
Oh! Whoa! kingbeandip for the immediate crash!
That's not what you want to see. Has to underheat a little bit too afterwards. Oh man. I suspect that King Bean is probably very nervous this match. More so than Ace is, probably. Just because of
Yeah.
the previous experiences that he's had with Ace in tournament. As you brought up earlier, the 7-0 last year. That's not fun to have to try to face your opponent who can do that to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're going to be facing the loser of this match.
Yeah. Let's see. Ace coming in with a 30.4 second lap in tournament. Very nice. Probably going to be looking at a 132 to 133 from Ace if he can keep clean. King Bean bringing in a good second lap given his fiasco on the first lap.
Yeah. One of the worst deaths you could possibly take on the whole track. Ooh, this is going to be a fast.
Very nice time for
133.
Ace.
I think that's a tourney record.
133.453. Very nice. And a 140 with a death. Not a very respectable time with that crash in particular. Like Ace knew what he was picking, though. You know, interestingly, we've yet to see any actual forces here today so far.
Yeah, both. I'm pretty sure they're going to use them. I think they're just being more reserved, giving
Yeah,
Ben
for
Ban
sure.
and Howard Gorge Ban. Executioner skip.
Pixie skip. Okay, then. And I remember King Bean actually talked to me about this particular pick. He said that he prepared bowls for this pick. And normally bowls is considered a good pick on the EXP skip. So we'll have to see how that goes. Hopefully he sticks to his guns and can make it work.
Yeah.
An interesting thought when it comes to EXE skip here is that the actual skip itself, even done optimally, only saves about 3 to 4 seconds per lap, really. As much as like 5 or 6, I think, maybe in the world record version, but you're not going to see that even in tournament regardless. And you're also not going to see that with bulls.
Well, let's just go with Mars, and it looks like King Beandip's going with Bulls, as you said, Domare.
Oh boy. I'm not surprised to see the Mars pick from Ace, since I don't think he feels comfortable doing bulls here. And EXE skips in particular. And Mars is a very good pick, because Aldar also struggles with the skip, so that really makes Mars the next best choice. Looks like he's probably going to be going for the safe version with Mars. Looks like it. And it's probably what he does in Hundo. So it makes sense that that's what he would do here. Oh, it looks like King Bean got it in practice. Very nice. Now this should be an interesting. I like this pick. Very bold. Is Mars skip slower than Ben full track? I'm Bulls full track probably is what you mean by that. I honestly think that Mars skips is probably slower than Ben full track, but faster than Bulls full track. Maybe faster than both. Actually, with what Ace got as the first lap, I think it might be faster than both. Interesting. I guess that makes sense, actually. Okay. I think this is the real race here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, he's the... Bulls is the second fastest pod, but he's really difficult to use, particularly on this skip.
Yeah. The track itself is not that bad for Bulls, because Executioner doesn't have a ton outside of the tubes that are bad for Bulls. But the skip is so hard to do with Bulls. Oh, that is... Oh, he did the in-between! He did the in-between strat! Oh my gosh! That is
It's
so
even
hard
with
to execute.
both! Oh my god!
That is nuts. Wow.
I'm amazed King Beandip did not die there.
I'm more amazed that he's going for that. It's such a small window to hit that. And we actually saw that strat from Nectarn on this skip. Interestingly, I think it was against Metallica. Nectarn was doing that exact strat on EXE skips, but with a different pod. Okay, did you catch the first lap times? I think they're very similar. I think he
Yeah, it looks like King Beandip is a second ahead. He's a second
That's the power
ahead,
of
it looks
Bulls,
like.
bro.
Yeah.
Man, that's insane that he actually found a setup for Bulls on this.
Here he goes.
Come on. Get it, yes!
Oh my god.
Wow! Oh my god. This is great to see. I love Bulls like this.
Yeah. There was a grudge match in the N64 guide called Calling Bulls Bluff. $113, $114, King Beandip. Looks like he's still maintaining about a second lead.
Yeah, looks like it. Both on similar heat relative to the pods going into this section.
Yeah. Bulls has a
Okay.
stronger boost, but his booster taps out a bit quicker than.
Okay.
Here
Let's
it
see if he
goes.
can do it. Lap 3, come
The
on.
final.
Oh no, he missed! Oh no! Oh, dang.
Go with the reliable pick. Oh! Insult to injury!
Oh, that hurt. Maybe. That's so unfortunate. Certainly can't make up for the time gap like this. It's impossible. And a 345.
Yeah.
That's demoralizing if you're King B. All he had to do was nail that skip one time, and he would have had it.
Ace used his 100% run strategy.
Oh, looks like Ace is getting a drink. Man. 3-1 lead for Ace. Not what you want to see if you're King Bean.
Still way better than last year when he went 7-0.
Yeah. Hopefully he can take a couple more at least. Certainly both are very strong competitors, so you would expect King Bean to have a lot more picks.
Fanning Bullseye, I would not be saying Bullseye. I'm not surprised if Ace bans Fire Mountain Rally.
Yeah. I would say that would be pretty expected. Metallica saying that he almost tripped on his phone while trying to watch this. That's great. Hey, you know what? Sometimes it's worth it. It's worth the risk of tripping while you're walking on your phone just to watch this great match. It's gonna be a good one even going forward. This can't be changing his band before Ace gets back. I guess so.
Bulls. I guess so.
Alright, whatever. I mean, Ace wasn't there anyways to reply, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
And he put strikeout in the chat.
That's great. Decent spirits at the very least.
Well, I sure laughed at that.
Alright, well, I'm expecting not Fire Mountain really. Oh, he's still banned it. Oh, okay. He's still in Fire Mountain. Okay, sure. Whatever. I guess maybe he was worried about King Bean wanting to pick Bullseye on Fire Mountain, and that's just the way he had to change his pick. Okay, sure. Not sure what I expect from King Bean here. I know King Bean is strong on most of the Ando Prime tracks, so maybe we could see something like that. Especially like he likes APC skips. Oh, there's Holler. Hey, look at that. Ando Prime indeed. Well, Ando. I guess it is Ando Prime is the plan, isn't it?
Yep.
So, Howler Gorge, Ace joking about skips.
He's gonna do it!
I hope that's sarcasm.
Is he gonna do it for real?
Real? I have to clear that up because Holler Gorge Ships, to be clear, has never been completed in a 3-lap, like for an actual time. Okay, just like juicy. We're not doing Holler Gorge skips, luckily. Uh, Apparently, King Me doesn't seem to be against Ace going for it because he knows Ace would 100% fail it more than he would complete it. But, yeah. Anyway, we should see another Ben Mirror here. Both are very good on this track. King Venus held a world record on this track for 3 laps this year, but Ace, of course, took it back, so Ace is the current record holder, as he is with most things. A couple noteworthy things about this track is this path here, going over the bridge. Sometimes you can get flung into the ceiling. Some of the hairpins are pretty hard to not underheat on due to wanting to be on higher traction, moderately higher traction anyways for this track. There's a tent shortcut with fast terrain that you know how to go through and use the fast terrain properly. So that'll be interesting to see what happens.
Okay, both are ready.
I'm expecting 318 strats probably for both players. Being used. Oh, Ace died on the tent entrance there. 110 first lap for Frank. You nice though. Okay. Should see the match start shortly here. I went ahead and undid the sync pause that Ace had on his.
Ooh, Ace. Ooh,
yeah,
Ace barely cleared that.
he really did. It was very close. Also, goof, no, force was not actually used. It was just a nice sarcastic remark from both players. Alright, 10 entrance 1. Let's see if they can both live it. Both get through fine, but King Bean appears to be about half a step ahead so far. I'm not sure I like that heat management that King Bean Dip did there. Might lose him some time.
Yeah, he's tapping out earlier.
Yeah, I think he's still a tiny
He's
bit
ahead.
but it's pretty even actually.
Yeah, it's really even now.
King Bean going over the gap with the boost for some reason. I'm not sure. There's not really a point to it. It just makes you hold those up, lose your speed.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are
They're
super
very even
even.
again. Let's see how they close out the lap here. Looks like
King Bean
Ace
is going to
going
do
for
the.
slot and King Bean getting the boost. Different strategies. Let's see how they play off. This is that lower heat going into the tent, and King Bean maintains his lead.
Those laps
Ace
were
needing
off
to
by
beat
200th of a second.
that they were. But Ace needed to boost in the fast train at the start of lap 3, and that's not what you want to do. Oh! Okay, lives it just barely. Oh, that was so close. He got
Oh
lucky there.
dear!
Oh
It
no!
might have just been an. Oh, that thing that threw him off!
That's not. Oh no.
Yes,
Now he
to
has to
gun
rely
it.
on Ace. Ace needs to either crash or make a similarly severe mistake. Let's see what happens. Slots probably. Oh, it doesn't go slots. Lap 3. I don't think there's anything that's going to prevent Ace from this at this point. Yeah. 319.
Yep.
No deaths from
Oh,
either,
coming down to
but those.
bonks.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I would just like to point out that we've had 3 straight tourney records so
Bin
far from
ban.
Ace, as well as the opening time. Every time that Ace has won so far has been a tourney record. Just thought I would throw that out there. Okay, so what do you think we're expecting? Maybe Bull's APC skips since he pulled that out against me, possibly? Oh, look at that! I called it!
He pulled it out!
APC skip, there it is. For the Beatles Wild Ride temp ban, I am not surprised that we're seeing this. Is something that being quite literally picked against me. I was not very prepared for it. I'm assuming Ace is practiced, though. There would be no reason for him not to have when he's seen the matches that King Bean has done before.
Oh, King Bean Dip was preparing this!
I think King Bean is quite fond of the APC skip because I think he found the current version of it, if I remember correctly. Maybe even the original, but I know he found the current version of it. And I know
And
he's also quite
knew
fond
how to
of
pull it
using
off
bulls
with
on
bulls, which is a lot harder to do it with.
it. It really is. Maybe not for him, but for the average player, Ben is a lot easier to do this skip with. Now, we likely won't see new route for either because of bulls. Although I don't think Ace would have gone for it either way.
No, Ace is going with bulls.
You know,
He's prepared
bulls,
it.
either that or he's doing bulls full track. I'm not sure. I would expect he's doing bulls skips though.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, it looks like Ace
He's
has
prepared.
prepared for this.
Question is, will King Bean Dip get a better version of the skip? I'm not. Oh,
I think he restarted knowing the writing was on the wall.
Yeah, that attempt at the skip was gonna get him killed for sure. So I hope that in the actual eyeing on that corner, very still practice, but you don't see that one very often. Okay, yep, there it is, the better version of the
That
skip.
has been given.
King Bean. Oh, okay. Alright. Ace also getting the better version in practice, so this is going to be one heck of a match. I hope they can both nail it every time. Alright, first skip, here we go. Let's see how it goes. And they both get the good version of the skip. Nice. Neither die on the clip back in either. Love to see that. Yeah, an interesting part about the better version of the skip is that you can die going through the wall or the backside of the normal wall when you're going through it. So you have to turn through it, otherwise it can sometimes just cross an engine. I think we're gonna see really close laps. Yeah, King being 2/10 ahead though,
Yep.
with very similar heat. So that's a real 2/10. Alright, skip 2, here we go. Okay, they both get it again. Very nice. But Ace took a better
It's
line
a
this time.
pretty... Yeah, it's hair-raising.
Yeah, it's a very scary skip to do, especially with bulls.
Interesting how he's just
Not quite
decided
sure
to
who's
save his
ahead right
booster
now.
for a longer stretch downhill.
Yeah. Are we gonna see King Bean? It looks like King Bean is slightly
ahead.
extending his lead. Maybe he's just making a lead because of heat difference, but very similar so far. Comes down to this last skip here. See if they can both nail it. And
Uh-oh.
okay, well, maybe he doesn't get the good version, but he. Oh no!
That just threw him off and crashed!
I don't think he wanted to go that way with bulls because of that turn is a lot harder. Oh no. Man. New Bean's picks are not going his way today.
Yeah.
And that's a 231. And a 235 with a death, and not the better version of the skip. Man. That's so unfortunate.
Two tracks and two forces left. Okay, King Bean Dip.
Boy. It's a scary place to be in. I don't think King Bean can do. I don't think King Bean can make this match, but hopefully he can take a couple more. I do feel bad for King Bean though. It's a lot of just bad, like random things that have happened to him. All right, so we have a Ben Ban, another Beatles Wild Ride band.
Ben and Beatles World Rider Band again.
Let's see what King Bean has cooked up. Fire Mountain Rally. No forces. So we're gonna see a bullseye mirror here, 100%. Those are very good distracts. However, I will say there's a 4-second discrepancy between their PBs. So it's a little bit scary. You're hoping Ace plays it safe, or maybe crashes, and you don't want to put yourself in that position a lot of times. But it is a really good pick for King Bean normally. So guess we'll just have to see how it goes. So like Ace had to reset his game, but it's not really that big of a deal. So what do you think about this so far? I know it's 5-1, and KB hasn't had very much luck with his picks, but do you think he's going to be able to get out a couple more before the end of the match?
I have no idea. I was just happy that I knocked one off of him.
Yeah, regardless of how it goes, it went better than the 7-0.
Yeah. And this is such a frightening track with Bullseye. You can die practically everywhere on it.
Mm-mm. There's practically no safe turns.
No. It's the longest track in the game by time. And it's probably the most winding after Gravine because Bullseye is the fastest pod. King Beandip did TAS this run with Ben, but you can't do that as a human. Bullseye is the fastest you can do with a human.
Yeah. Ben is probably the third fastest for humans after Bullseye and Mars.
Yeah.
But it's extremely difficult to make Ben even be the third fastest. So, in tournament, he wouldn't be the third fastest.
Hey, Ace is right. We're just waiting on King Beandip.
I hope King Beandip is actually ready for this. Because we all know Ace knew this pick was quite possible. This is one of King Bean's favorite tracks to pull out.
Both ready.
Looks like Ace is probably going for around 5, 7 to 5 close strats. Very fast. Certainly not
Yeah.
the fastest that he can do.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Let's see what happens here. I gotta root for King Bean to take a couple more. I want to have a longer match.
The Abyss was absurd.
That was a very interesting race to say the least. Okay, here we go. Very conveniently, they're practically in sync already.
Whoa! Crashes right there!
That's not what you want to see. I mean, it's not the worst place to crash because you're going slow anyways, but still very clearly timed this. Looks like run times 44 for Ace and 48.5-ish for King Bean, so he's already 4.5 seconds behind. Now, a track this long, it's certainly not impossible to make up, but we will see the first lap Andy. Yeah, I would be surprised if Ace played risky enough to have a high chance of crashing even on a track like Fire Mountain Rally. That's not to say that he can't crash. And this is certainly a track that it'd be more likely on than other tracks, but he doesn't like to play as risky as King Bean, Dip, or myself when it comes to tournament strategies. Alright, let's see what the laps are. 147 first lap. Certainly not bad, and 151 for King Bean. Very good.
4 seconds up, just as you said.
Yep. King being awfully low heat going into this. Not quite sure what happened there. At least might have extended his lead going through there. I'm gonna check the fog time. 2:30 versus 2:35. Yeah, a little bit of a lead extension from Ace going through that winding forest section. If quick cut from Ace, very clean. Now it goes for King Bean. And very clean, but survives. Sometimes that's all you ask for on this track. Second lap, 143, sorry. 15.7 versus 143.9. Okay. Interesting.
Bit concerned for King Beandip going into this section on the final lap with his red and orange engine.
Yeah, you can't take very many bonks at all. Even the latest lap is red ones. So good. Okay, it makes it through. Canyon's gonna be rough though. Ace catching fire, but it's not a big deal right there.
Took damage on the left engine apart from the orange. That was a lucky damage. Uh-oh, into the red.
Gets out of it.
Here we
faster.
go.
Coming up on the third lap, big shortcut for Ace.
Slows
A
down,
little
but
slow.
gets it.
Gets it, yeah. That's all that he needed, really. All he has to do is survive these turns. I think the pillars is the easy spot for him to crash on at this point. Gets it. And
Whoa!
he makes it. Just barely makes it across the line. Oh,
Really
man.
crashes as he crosses the line.
Man, that was an interesting one.
Match point for Ace.
I will also note that that is the first time that Ace has won in this match without taking a turning record. Alright, well, I'm not sure what we're going to see from King Beandip. He still has two forces, and this is his last chance to use them. It's now 6-1. Hopefully he can find a way to take just one more, at the very least. Also, just to comment, Goof, the current turning record also has a death for Fairmont Rally. And I'm not sure if we should mark that as an actual death or not, since he technically crashed after he passed the finish line. So I'm not sure if that actually counts as a death. You have any ideas about what the last pick might be, Draco?
I have no idea. My I just hope he's probably going to use both of them.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw both. Maybe a no upgrade skip, perhaps. Be quite a strong counter pick if he did that.
Here he goes. Ben Ban. Zugga
Zugga
challenge.
Let's try this again. Are we seeing a run back? Maybe APC skips run back? EXE skip no Mars. Oh. Okay.
Run back the Executioner skip, and then bans Mars. And
That's actually an
okay, so he's got to push Ace out of his comfort zone.
Yeah. Doesn't want Ace to be able to use Mars for consistency, and Ben also for the same reason. I'll be curious to see what Ace actually picks for this, because I don't know what his third choice is on this.
Yeah.
I know King Bean's obviously going to go back to Bulls. Maybe Ace will just do Bulls full track. Not sure.
Well, I think Mars, Bulls, and Ben are the only pods that have a good enough boost duration. On Mac, okay. Ooh,
I can see this working. Although I'm not sure. Is this faster than? It is probably still faster than Bulls full track. Oh, I think all of the top tier pods,
not so sure.
ignoring Bulls, I can actually do this skip. The question is, can you do it consistently with Mac? I don't know.
Oh no, his cooling ratio is worse than Bulls, and he heats up faster than.
Yeah, and he also has the worst speed when he boosts too, I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Oh, he quits out. Maybe changing his vehicle? Yep, he's going off. What's he gonna choose instead? Can't choose Mars.
Mars
why
is
is it-
banned! That's the banned pod, Ace!
Yeah, switches off of it. Okay. Oh,
Gonna try Bulls, probably. Bulls mirror.
Bulls full track though? We're gonna have to see if he tries to skip or not. Yeah, this is definitely a good pick if King Bean can actually get this to work every time. Yeah, I don't think Ace is very comfortable with this pick. I'm not sure what Ace is doing over here. I think he tried to do the skip and ended up having to do the full backup and still failed it. Yeah, I don't think Ace knows what to do.
Okay. Both
Like,
are ready.
Both are ready though. Goof, Ben is indeed banned. Ben is banned, Mars is banned, and it's forced. So King Bean just used up all the rest of his stuff.
This is the last time he can do anything, so.
See, will Ace get it? Ace figures it out. He dies out of bounds though.
Nope!
I'm trying to
Here we go. This is gonna probably be a
I wonder
crazy
if he'll
one to
even go for
watch.
it. Yeah, I would get your popcorn if you have any.
I have no idea what to expect from this.
Yeah, neither do I. Because King Bean is clearly not 100% consistent on it, as we've already seen. But Ace doesn't really know what to do.
And
I
Ace!
think Ace kind of figured it out, but we're just gonna have to see how it goes. Uh-oh, King Bean misses it. And Ace going for it. And
Nope.
he's gonna die out of bounds. He's gonna die out of bounds. So, pretty much even again. Actually, no. That actually worked out in King Bean's favor. Because of the lack of death. Fine. I'm surprised Ace is even going for it. He doesn't know how to be a DHP on.
That was a close call for King Bean.
It really 121 124. Yeah, honestly, we both would have been better off going for full track on that first lap. But about a 3-second lead due to that death for King Bean. See if he can hold on to it. Skip 2 coming up. King Bean. Looks like he's not gonna get it this time. Gonna die out of bounds, yep. And Ace also dies out of bounds. Oh no!
Both out of bounds! But Ace got a better respawn out of bounds! And King Bean crashes!
Oh no! That was so unfortunate. Spline didn't update its position like it did for Ace. Oh.
I'm not gonna call it just
Sometimes
yet,
it's-
based on how inconsistent it is. It's gonna come down to the final lap.
Yeah, if King Bean can nail it lap 3 and Ace miss it, maybe get a bad respawn. Clearly that's a thing that can happen. We might be able to see King Bean take it. But it's gonna be a
Yeah.
time. He's now 6 seconds behind Ace.
Oh! Forced onto the lower path!
Force down and go red. And underheats. Dude. That's the mistake that King Bean might have done.
And he can't do the skip because of that!
He's gonna try it anyways, but I don't know how well it'll work with holes here. Nope, it doesn't work. And King Bean? No, King Bean!
No, it backfires for both of them!
That was King Bean Dip's chance. He had to nail that skip to come back, and he doesn't get it. So now he's asking Ace to die again. And Ace is going to close it out. 7-1.
Yep. Next match is you versus King Bean Dip.
Yep. And what an unfortunate turn of events. And here we have at least Ace with us so far. Welcome, Ace. Congrats.
Hello there.
And welcome, King Bean.
Whoa.
Well, that was an interesting.
GG's, KBD.
Thanks. That was a tough match.
Yeah,
Yeah, your picks consistently went just slightly wrong.
I
Yep.
feel you, man.
Hey, I got one more point against you this year.
Yeah, if you keep this up, you will win in like 6 years. So
Yeah, like, let's see here, 2028, here I come.
Oh my god, that's pretty bad.
well,
There was.
Are you aware of the low executioner skip variant?
you mean the one Necton did, where you go through like the wall, the top of the wall, and then fall
Yeah.
down?
Yep.
Yeah, I tried that one, but I couldn't find the right spot to avoid the out of bounds timer. So, but yeah,
I think
I'm aware of that one.
Yeah, I think only Bulls and Ben are fast enough to do it.
Yeah, I think I've gotten it with Mars once. Do you hold the boost while falling through?
Yep.
Or?
Yep.
Oh, okay, so that's the trick. So I
Yep,
can't
and you have
the
to
boost.
turn in order to do it.
Yeah, okay, I
Yeah,
see.
so on lap one, I didn't get a good enough launch, and I didn't make it to the wall. On lap 2, I lost my boost as I was clipping through it,
Oh,
and then lap 3, I don't remember what it. Oh, right, lap 3, I had another bad launch.
yeah, I was
Oh,
already.
you crashed trying to get up to it on lap 3. But the unfortunate part about all of that was that you lost 9 seconds on lap 2. You were 3 seconds ahead of King Bean after lap 1 because Ace got a respawn at the end of the tube and you got a respawn at the top of the tube.
Okay.
So that was unfortunate. I don't really know why this flying updated differently for Ace.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a,
This
it's a
game
weird
just does that sometimes.
variant. Honestly, I was already mentally preparing my next pick while doing this because I was like 100% sure that I'm gonna lose this. But well,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry about it. Honestly, I would have liked if we played at least one more.
It's not too surprising. I'm surprised I got you on Abyss.
Oh
That
man, that
Abyss
is
was interesting to say the least.
I think I had a one.
It was ridiculous! You.
Uh-huh.
You both missed it and went to the penalty lap.
I think I had a 120 lap 1.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious.
Or maybe 115, I don't remember.
What happened was you both hit the penalty lap. You both hit the penalty lap. You fell. You tried to recover the same way. Crashed almost at the same time. Then Ace crashed on the final turn of the penalty lap, and then for some reason, Ace, you veered off to the right and fell off the cliff, and kingbeandip did it.
Yeah, at the second upper level after the chicane. I don't know how this happened, but it was kind of annoying.
I'm so confused.
Well, you should watch it.
Just watch.
Will do.
It was absurd.
Yeah.
It was the most absurd Abyss run I've ever seen.
Anyway, I know that you'll bounce back, so maybe we'll meet again in Grands.
No, I don't like this conversation about meeting again when I'm
Also,
It's gonna
it's
be-
disappointing that you were banning Fire Mountain. I had prepared no upgrade ban on Fire Mountain.
Of course.
Yep, I thought I actually thought that would happen, so I just banned it every time you ban holes.
Yeah.
And I was ready for like each of the snow tracks. I practiced a lot.
I expected
So-
you to. I expected most of your bans to be on and Dobie.
I know, but I figured the devil you know.
Yep.
I could just prep for this, so I did it, and I would have also been fine with Beatos. So my buns occasionally were a bit to actually bait those picks out. And I guess it worked to some extent. But yeah, I'm very satisfied with the prep I did for this. It worked out really well.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Anyway, I had decided that in the event I lose this match, I would forfeit my match against Amaray
Oh,
for various reasons.
I see.
They include lack of time, some burnout, and I think Dom has a better chance of beating you than I do. And I really want to see that match.
I see.
So are you saying we're going straight to grand final with this, King Bean Dip?
Yep, that's what that means.
I'm sorry to hear that, but things come up, so it's understandable.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but I understand for sure.
Yeah.
Well
I
done.
really want to see that match between Ace and Dom.
Well, you're going to.
Yeah, now you're going to.
But you have
But
to
yeah.
take a lot of tracks off me, but I think you have a good chance.
Oh, good chance. Yeah, we'll call it a good chance. I just have a better chance than other people, not a good chance. But I'm gonna do what I can. That's for sure.
I know.
Yeah, GG's, you guys. It's very nice to watch. Even though it didn't go your way today, King Beat Dip, there's always the next tournament.
Well, if you're set on this, I guess we can congratulate you to third place.
Oh, thanks.
So,
Yep.
conceding to bronze already, King Bean Dip.
Say that again?
Conceding to bronze.
Oh, yes.
Oh, bronze, yeah.
Well, it was a nice run.
Sure was.
Yep, stayed in winners all the way until the end. Very nice.
Yep.
Any final comments or anything you guys would like to say?
No. GG's. That was fun. I didn't have... I gave myself only about a 20% chance of winning, and which is actually really close to what people thought.
Yeah, that's fair. Given that I have to win 2 sets in a row against Ace, I don't like my odds, but I at least think it's a decent chance I can take the first one.
Yeah.
Well, you're pretty quick. If you can keep your
Really?
mental
I
in
didn't
check,
know that.
then
Yeah, if I can keep the mental in check, then I have a decent shot of taking at least one set, but winning 2 is always going to be a very...
well,
hard
don't
task.
undersell yourself. I would say you're like favorite 60-40 maybe.
No.
Not 60-40.
Definitely.
I think one set is basically 50-50. 2 sets, I don't like my odds. But I'm gonna do my best either way, and I know you are too. But we're both gonna be relatively busy soon.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's just that season. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. So
yeah, thanks for commentating.
Yeah.
And I see you in Grand.
Thank you for...
yeah, see you in Grand Ace.
Good luck.
Also,
Hopefully
thank you,
I'll be able
Dom,
to
for...
commentate that one.
Yeah. Also, thank you for stepping up, Dom Ray, at the last second. I was about ready to call you when you texted me, pinged me, actually.
Yeah, I figured I'd offer since I wasn't sure this morning if I was gonna have time, but I got done with things early enough that I could luckily be open, and I'm happy I could fit
Yeah.
Right.
That-
with Ron's family.
Great.
But
Right.
thank you guys for the great match. Thank you to my co-commentator Game Draco for joining me today, even though I joined late. And thank you again to SpeedGaming for hosting the tournament. It's always much appreciated that we can have such a great place to have the tournament so that everybody can watch.
Yep. Thanks a bunch. GG's.
Good luck.
See you guys later.
Take care. May the force be with you.